Right, my lovelies, welcome, welcome. Fantastic. So we have our group. Everyone is on mute, but if you have any questions, you can use the chat box while we journey through a little half hour of gentle yin yoga practice today. So as always, I just pull a little bit from the Yin Magic book, and I thought we'd work with some poses that work with the hips, the inner thighs. These are connected to the liver meridian, which is considered in Chinese medicine to be connected to our energy of growth and creativity, and always makes me think of change. And change is always a useful theme to work with as we move into autumn. So just to start our practice, what we're actually going to do is we're going to come to seated, but we're going to bring the soles of the feet together. Now I've got plenty of cushions here. If you want to sit on a cushion, feel free to do so if that helps you feel more comfortable. And we're just going to take a moment just to give our hard-working feet a little bit of a squeeze. So you might want to squeeze the toes, the balls of the feet, the soles of the feet, maybe even the ankles, and moving up to the thighs. So we'll just take a moment to do that, and that means that you guys can do that while I'm letting our final people in. Just Caitlin's just arrived there. Beautiful. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Caitlin. We're just taking what we call the butterfly pose here. So we've got the soles of the feet together and our knees are out either side like a butterfly. And we're just giving the feet a little rub, a little squeeze. A nice little self-massage to begin the practice. If you're ready, you can just rest the hands wherever you like. So they might just kind of naturally rest upon the ankles, on the feet, or you might want to rest the hands upon the knees. We're just going to breathe here for a peaceful yin minute. So we'll find our restful place. And you can close the eyes here if you like. And we're just taking a little time to arrive here in our practice. A chance to bring our awareness inwards towards the gentle rise and fall of the breath. Or to allow the breath to settle into that slower pace as we kind of relax and settle into this place. We're settling into the body as we can take time to listen to the body, to listen to our own energy levels. And even those simple little actions like rubbing the feet or the legs is just a way just to connect to the body, to listen to the body, to feel the sensations of softness in the body. It's all part of that little journey to arrive here. And as always, when we think about settling the mind, maybe we just let it come to a little bit of a quieter place. So any busy thoughts, we can let them drift away or pop them at the side of the room. And if you are holding any thoughts at all about competition or comparison or any kind of sense of pressure for your practice, know that for the next half hour there is absolutely nothing that you have to do. We're just going to find our own way and just hopefully find a little bit of peacefulness along the way. If you're new to this practice with me, I will chitter-chatter away for a minute or so in the pose, and then I'll just be quiet so you have a little chance to find your own breath. So don't worry if I go silent. Now from our butterfly pose, we're going to move into another winged animal known as the dragonfly pose. So we're just going to take the legs out wide. This is just what is wide for you to be as gentle as you like. Sit bones still rooted in the earth, legs extended, toes pointing up towards the sky if that's comfortable. From here, we're going to place the hands in front of us and hinging from the hips, we're just going to walk the hands forward. We're going to come into a forward fold. Be as gentle as you like. If you want to bring the legs closer together, please do so. If you want to bring a little softness into the knees, you can do that too. So take your time. Find your place. We'll let the head fall forwards just so that we're releasing any little tensions of the neck. And as we settle here, if you feel that you want to have a little wiggle, a little sway, feel free to take your time to settle in. And when you're ready, we'll relax into the pose and take a peaceful minute to settle here. When you feel ready, we'll gently lift through the head and the heart, and we'll just walk the hands back to upright. Beautiful. The energy line of the liver meridian is thought to run from our big toes all the way up the inner leg and up into the center of the body. And with that idea of the energy of creation, what we're creating here is hopefully a little sense of space and calm. So with that in mind, what we're going to do is we're actually going to come back to the soles of the feet together pose, that butterfly. But then we're going to come into a reclining butterfly. So check that you've got some space around you and do bring in any support you like. So if you like to have support underneath your knees or under your head, feel free to bring that support in. And from here, we're going to lay down upon the ground. And the arms can go wherever you like. So you might want to have them wide so you can get that sense of space in the heart and chest. You might want to rest the hands upon the belly to feel that rise and fall of the breath, or even overhead. So whatever feels appropriate for you, feel free to take that time. So this is the reclining butterfly. So we settle in this opener of hips and heart space. Within each pose, we take that time to settle the body, settle the breath, and settle the mind. So within each new pose, we come back to that little point of equilibrium, that little point of yin, finding our little restful held place. We'll take a few more easeful breaths here, restful and calm. And then what we'll do is we're going to draw the knees back together. So we'll bring the knees together, the soles of the feet up on the floor. And we're just going to rest here for a moment in this pose we call the undoing pose. And you can have the knees and the feet parallel, or if it's more comfortable, you can take the feet out a little further and let the knees lean in on each other like you're creating a little pyramid. Again, the arms can be wherever you like. This softness in the hips and the knees just allows the spine to really settle into the earth. The undoing pose is so incredibly simple, but that doesn't mean it's not also powerful. And I always think it's a lovely invitation just to ask ourselves sometimes, how easeful can we make our yoga practice? How restfully can we find our place upon the earth? There is always a time for those yang and dynamic yoga movements and flows. There's also a time just to be as easeful, restful and soft as we can be. That's the balance of the yin and the yang. Our spine is lovely and straight here as it settles into the earth. But we're just going to ease it into a few twists here. So what we'll do, we're just going to let both of our knees fall over to the right. And the gaze is going to fall over to the left. So we're just coming into a supine twist. Take your time. If you want to soften the twist a little, you can bring cushions underneath the knee. And taking our time to settle and relax into this place. And with no rush, we're just going to journey to the other side. So we're going to let the knees fall over to the left, then the gaze to the right. Again, the arms can be wherever you like. So you can have them on the body, you can have them wide, whatever feels comfortable for you. From here, we'll draw the knees and the gaze back up to the sky. We're back in that little undoing pose for just a moment. What we'll do from here is just for a moment, we're going to hug the knees in. So we're just going to come into a little tuck. So we're going to draw the knees in towards us. And you can have a little wiggle and wobble here if you like. So you can bring a little bit of movement in, or you can join me and we'll do just a few circles in one direction. And we'll do a few circles in the other direction as well. And then as we draw the knees back towards the heart, what we'll do for just a few breaths is we're going to draw our forehead in to meet our knees, as if we were trying to make the smallest possible shape, a little tiny curling seed. And then what we'll do from here is the seed grows, we're going to expand out long. So we're going to stretch through the legs, we're going to stretch through the arms, have a little wiggle or a flex, whatever feels nice for you. So just take a moment to expand. And then from here, what we'll do Bring the arms alongside the body, and we're going to take a minute to get ready for our Shavasana, our relaxation and meditation time. So if you want to bring cushions underneath your head, feel free to bring in the cushions. If you'd like to put on a warm jumper or woolly socks, feel free to layer up in any way that you like. You guys are going to be laying upon the earth. I'll be seated because it's a little easier for me to talk to you that way. I'm going to put my own comfy, cozy cardigan on. Give yourself as long as you need. What I always love about Yin is that there is no rush. There's never any rush. You can take time to gather anything you might want, anything that will support your restful practice, and anything that will help you feel cozy and warm. Especially as we're moving into really autumnal times now. It's lovely to take that time to be cozy and warm. So I'll just give you one moment. So as we find our restful place upon the earth, we'll close the eyes. And just as we did as we began the practice, that idea of drawing inwards, drawing our awareness to our body, our muscles, our joints and our bones. And mindfully and kindly allowing them to relax and settle. Bringing the awareness to the breath and allowing it to settle into that easeful rhythm. It's not about holding the breath, but just allowing any sense of tension or stress to float away so that the breath can be deep, calm and unhurried. And in turn, we may seek to allow the mind to also be calm and unhurried by letting any busy thoughts drift away. By allowing the noise and busyness of the world outside to gently drift away. You can just allow it to fall into soft focus if there are sounds of traffic or the hustle and bustle of life in your home. Here we settle into a place of quiet and calm. This is our place of Yin. we could view our whole physical body as yin, and the bustling life within it and around it as yang. To hold the body in yin allows some of those many yangs, mind, scattered thoughts, tensions, ideas, worries, to release. As we come back to our foundations, the constants of our being, body and bones, bringing more awareness to the energy that moves through us, a life that moves through us in its many forms. Allowing this calming flow of energy move unhindered, and so that we may also find our moments of rest and yin. And so, my beautiful yogis, perhaps the next inhale is just a little longer, a little deeper than the last. You might want to take a little twist or stretch or wiggle of the body as we begin to bring our awareness back to the room and back to the day. And with eyes still closed for just a moment more if you can, we'll gently bend the knees and pop the soles of the feet on the floor. We'll roll to our comfortable side into that little yogi recovery pose, taking a breath or two. And finally, when you are ready, we'll gently rise to an easy seat, just to take a few final moments with our practice, our pause in the day. When you feel ready to do so, we're going to take a nice deep inhale. We're going to sweep the arms high to the sky. We'll bring the palms together. We're going to exhale the hands to heart center in prayer. Here we can gently open the eyes, and to ourselves and each other we say Namaste. Namaste. The light in me honors the light in you.